Hello, hi everyone. In this tutorial, we will talk about the aggregate functions. Aggregate functions, they are very useful. They performs a calculation on a set of values and returns a single value. Except for count, aggregate functions ignore all the null values. Aggregate functions are often used with the group by clause of the select statement and they are contain a count. This is the aggregate functions. We have count, sum, min, max, average, and I have here a question, a simple question. I'm gonna use my aggregate functions to answer to this question. It says here I want you to find the minimum student. I'm gonna work on the student table. Let me just right here uh, return the students table. It says here, I want you to return for me the minimum student for each class and which class has the youngest. So I want you to retrieve for me the the group of the classes and which class that has the youngest student in their class. So the answer will be select. I'm gonna call the student class stu first. I would like to write down the table name so it will retrieve for me all the columns. So student class and the min of as youngest. And here I'm gonna say group by, of course, group by. Why I'm gonna say why I said here group by the student class. As I mentioned before this video, the group by it's taking any column that it's not in aggregate function. So this is not an aggregate function. So I'm gonna put it under the group by, and I'm gonna say order by the youngest. So this is my answer. I grouped by my classes. The freshman class has the youngest student. It's in 18 years old, and the sophomore 19, and junior or senior has 20. Um, let's go to select a count and see how the count it works. So I'm gonna say select count, like let's say student name as student count, and I want the student or from student. I'm gonna say here student class. I would like to know how many students in each class. So I am right now counting because the count is returned for me the number of records in that field in that column, um, and the sum it's retrieved for me the total sum amount of values in the column, and the min it's the minimum amount, the max is maximum amount, and the average is returned for me the average of value. So here it will say group by the student class, of course, and I will see the result. Here I have 4 students in a freshman class, 3 students in junior, 4 students in senior, 3 students in sophomore. Uh, Another example, it's simply there will be the same. It's simply just change like the based on your needs. If you want to retrieve the maximum of values in your column, if you want to retrieve the average. But the important thing is you have to know anything that is not under the aggregate function, you have to put it under the group by. um, let's go to the other example. I'm gonna say select max. I'm gonna call the oldest students. Let me say here from students, I would like to start like that. So the columns will be back directly to me. So student age as oldest student. Okay, and I want to see the student name. Who is the oldest in these classes? Uh, Group by student name, order by the oldest, descending. Here's the one. I use the descending is called for me the records from the top to the bottom, and this is uh, my result. The oldest is Ralph, and come after it Larry, Shay, and Sammy, and Simon, and until all the way to Jack. So this is how the aggregate function used. I hope this tutorial was useful for you guys. Thank you.